Should you stay or should you go? That's the question. That's what we're talking about today when it comes to being able to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Stay tuned to the end and you're going to be able to see what I think is the most effective way to get top dollar for your home and to get it sold as quickly as possible. Sellers, today we are covering whether or not it is best for you to move out in order to sell your home. There are definitely different schools of thoughts with what to do, but I would definitely say yes, you should move out of your home if you have a ton of stuff. If everywhere you go, you have things stuffed in every corner, your closets are full, your pantries are full, your cupboards are full, and there are just things all over the place, definitely consider moving out if you don't have a place where you can strategically put those things out of the way. I would also say absolutely yes if your home is very lived in. Now we all know what a lived in home looks like. If it's dirty, if it needs major repairs and there's just stuff everywhere, consider moving out because it's going to make it easier to do some of those projects that need to be done, such as painting the walls or possibly even replacing some of the flooring. It's going to make it so when a buyer comes in, they're going to see more of a blank canvas instead of a home full of all of your stuff. The flip side of this conversation is no, stay in the home because having your things in the home are going to give that buyer some insight into how the home will actually live. When they see the way that you have the television positioned, how you've got your bedroom set up, it's going to help them to understand whether or not their things are going to fit and whether or not they need to pare down before they get there. Having your things still in the home also allows for the buyer to see how that different space, you know, that nook or that cranny that every home has and nobody's really sure what to do with it, it'll allow them to see what they can do with it because they can see how you're using it already. Lastly, the reason why I would leave my things there and not move out of the home is because it gives the home warmth. It gives it life because people see that a family lived there or a person lived there, and it helps them to really know that this was a place that was taken care of and loved, and this is a place where they want to live too. The best approach is probably the balanced approach, which means you don't have to leave the home, but actually all you really need to do is declutter, pull out a lot of the extra stuff that you have and store it off-site or in a strategic location. Clean the home, make sure that it's free of any strong smells and that everything is clean, tidy, no major stains. And lastly, depersonalize the home. That way, when the buyer comes in to see that home, they're not looking at the pictures of you and making assumptions or judgments. Instead, they're seeing themselves in the home and how they'll be able to live there too. And lastly, in that balanced approach, I would say stage the home intentionally. Even if it's not the way you would personally live in a room, rearrange the things that you do have in a way that it presents that space in the absolute best possible light. People will be able to see, this is what I can do with this space, but there's plenty of that space left to go around. It doesn't feel tight, it doesn't feel cluttered, and it doesn't feel dirty. It feels like my space. So, should you stay or should you go? Ultimately, make the best decision for you, your family, and your circumstances. You want to find out some other ways that you can effectively buy or sell your home? Check out some of our other videos. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you subscribe and like it.